What's up guys, and here's kind of a rush video, but we're gonna get straight to the good stuff. As you can see, our new tires came in. I went ahead and installed them on the new Beadlock Beadlock wheels. And who's creeping up there?
Oh, you see, hey. We gotta get the truck started here and warmed up.
Okay, so now we are going out to Ranchbuilt to test fit these wheels. Crap, I need the lug nuts. Hey guy, you wanna give me the keys? And look who it is.
Oh man,
I need the keys to get in the house. Oh, what? Oh, I hit there because I forgot the lugger nuts. Let me grab those real quick and we'll start this back up. Now we got our lug nuts.
You done teasing me yet?
Oh god, I need the keys. Hang on.
Teasing me?
Here you go. Since Alex is looking at buying a truck for his new race car build that we're leaking right now. Don't run me over. I told him that he could drive the truck and see what he thinks.
She sounds good, bro.
Excited or what?
Oh yeah. Ugh. You know how I feel?
Huh.
If you know, you know.
Not much bigger. Oh, we are ready to go. We are, like I said, heading out to Ranchbuilt. We are gonna test fit these new tires and wheels. So big shout out to M&H. They came on board with us for 2021 race season. This thing's gonna yell at you for parking brake.
Oh.
You even know how to get the parking brakes, bud?
I'm sure I can figure it out. Is it on?
Just push on it.
Yeah,
there you go. There we go. First time in truck driving, huh?
Can't do a burnout yet?
Oh God.
Nah, this thing's nice, man. I like it. I need one in my life.
Yeah, you do.
I never thought I'd hear myself say that, but here we are.
That's kind of how I
race
feel.
Car.
He's gonna drive it, and I'm gonna see him pull up in a truck the next time he comes.
I don't know about that.
You guys will see more on what's going on with Alex's build tomorrow morning, which might blend into this video. We'll see. I have a bunch of new parts that came in. Hopefully you can see me over here with the lighting in here. So we have a bunch of new parts for the race car that came in that I want to show you guys. But like I said, we are kind of rushed right now. So we're heading out to Ranchbuilt to go ahead and test fit these wheels and tires on the car to show you guys, because I didn't show you the first time. Now we'll actually have tires so I can actually show you what it looks like on the car. And I mean, as you guys would be, I'm freaking stoked to see what it looks like.
Dude, I feel on top of the world right now. This thing is so fun. You're so high up. Sorry, I almost cussed.
Oh well.
Can't be doing that.
Well, he's gonna sit back and enjoy driving this thing.
Heck yeah, dude.
Get used to this.
I get used to it.
It drives like a car, doesn't it? I mean, you don't really even notice when it's lifted. It responds.
Dude. The only thing is, bro, you got Shania down your throat about kids now with this thing on.
No, no. No, we got cars. Those are our children. So we're gonna leave it there. We're off to Ranchbuilt. You guys get to see it in a split second, but it's gonna be about a 45-minute drive for us. So I'll see you guys as soon as we get there. Well, we are at Ranchbuilt. I'm gonna grab the wheels. I'm also gonna give Craig a heads up before I just go in with the camera, because as I've said before, they don't really like having the cameras on them, which is fine. So I'm just gonna let him know so that way we can do our recording we need and he can go back to work on what he's doing. So let me grab these and we're gonna go put them on the car. So we're at Ranchbuilt, guys.
Why is it black? Okay, go. Restart.
Well, we made it to Ranchbuilt, obviously, as you guys saw, and we're just going over the intercooler system, and it looks amazing. Craig did an awesome job on this thing. I don't think it truly picks up how big this core is in person, but he was telling me this is actually wider than a 6-inch. This is like 6 3/8 there, and there's my hand for comparison. But this thing, I mean, the mounts are awesome on it. You can see the whole car moves, obviously. And then the really nice thing is he actually mounted it on the bottom, and I'm gonna take the camera from the wife. Matches that whole new subframe, and they're actually mounted on the bottom. Everything looks really good. As I mentioned on here before, we are doing 3.5-inch intercooler piping. So you can see here he's got the turbo side coming down from the outlet of the compressor down into the back of the intercooler. We have one alpha lock here, and this is actually a lot easier to do than the last alpha locks. So everything's looking really good. Kind of wanted to go with the, I guess, KLM look where it's rounded on the intercooler. He did an awesome job of that. This thing looks amazing, so I'm really happy with that. We have our new Beadlocks here, and he was nice enough to get me a jack. So I'm gonna get this thing jacked up, take these wheels off, and we are gonna test fit our new Beadlocks on the race car for the first time with the tires. So let me get this thing jacked up. I'm gonna hand the camera over to the beautiful wife. Here you go. I probably should have found a socket though in the meantime, before I get this thing all the way up, but
my hand's shaking. I haven't had any food.
What?
My hand's shaking because I haven't had any food.
You know, we put
There we
this
go.
much money into a race car, but not into food.
And pause. Well, there we have it, guys. We got those Beadlocks on the car, and they definitely do fit really well. We do need to trim the bumper out a little bit in the front for the intercooler where it is right here, which I'd rather have it be closer and trim the bumper versus it be too far back, so that way we can duct all the air to the intercooler. So if you notice there's a gap here, which you probably wouldn't unless I point this out, but that's why. Look at the fitment on these things. They literally are so good in the front. The rear does have me a little concerned, but if you look on here, it is towed in. Towed in meaning it goes into the front there. But we're still not that bad. Once we fix that toe and get it straighter and play with the suspension a little bit, we'll be good to go. So you'll notice it'll stick more out in the back there. But this thing looks so good on the wheels. Very happy with those and everything that's been going on. Obviously with the intercooler that I showed you guys, they are still working away on the intercooler piping. So that's what's going to be finished up there. That's probably going to wrap up our time here today. It's just going to be quick. You guys can see the inside one last time before all this changes, because we are going to be cutting out this cage here. So I'm just not happy with the way it goes in front of the dash. So the next time you guys are going to see this thing, this is going to be getting changed, and we are going to be redoing the cage running from up through and down through the dash and to the floor, and then redoing here because we got to redo this anyways to be certified. This was certified in 2015, and since 2015 they added another bar that goes right here. So we have to add another bar anyways, and with me not being happy with the cage, we're going to redo it. And then I do have plans of painting the cage because I don't like the rusted look. So we're going to paint the cage probably black is what I'm assuming. And I have all those interior pieces that we're going to be putting in here as well. So I made sure they have those for when we do build the cage so they can build around it. So I got to go grab the center console for them, and I have a couple other miscellaneous panels that we needed, and then I'll be updating you guys on that. But that's probably going to wrap it up here for today. I do have a bunch of parts at home. I'm going to show you guys before I end out this video. Hopefully make this all just one video for you guys on just the race car instead of keep splitting it up. So hope you guys like the wheels as much as I do, because these things look so good. Well, gonna wrap up for tonight, and then probably in the morning you'll see those parts. What's up, guys? And we are a couple days a little bit later now. As I told you guys, we've been taking weekends off, and it's been a busy weekend. So we have a bunch of parts that came in for the car I want to go ahead and go over for you guys, and this was definitely a big order. We did put in another order for the car, and it's for another big part. I'm really excited to show you guys that one, but let's take a look at what's came in today. So what we have here, we're going to start off with the best part, obviously. I decided to go ahead and put a standalone ECU in the car. This is obviously a Motec. It is an M150, as you can tell right there. Shout out to the guys over at Prime. They've kind of been pushing me to do this. Nav has over there. And this was his personal unit. He decided to go a different route, so I was able to pick this up off of him. It also has the John Reed Racing package on it. And we have our jumper harness here that we're going to need. So we have everything we're going to need for this Motec M150 in the car. I'm sure Junior is going to be really happy to have that in there. So we are making the switch to that. It's not that the Cobb can't do the job, guys. The Cobb did an awesome job, and you know, I would continue to use it as well. Just for this car, as I've mentioned before, it did not come with a wire harness at all in the car. So my main concern is if there's something that would hold the car back in the factory ECU of getting it to run. So I figured if I went this way, then we wouldn't have to have that worry. We wouldn't have to go through, you know, getting the mobilizer to work or getting everything to talk to each other for the CAN system. Or what if we get everything to work together, and because we don't have one of the pieces for the modules, it puts it in some weird limp mode. So I figured this was going to be the best route for the car, especially seeing how it wasn't like I took a complete running car and turned it into the race car of what it is now. So I think this will be our best route for headaches and time frame that we have. And obviously this is one of the best ECUs you can get in the industry. So really excited to be able to own one of these. Never thought I would be fortunate enough, but definitely made it happen. Got this jumper harness for it. This will plug into the factory harness in the car. And I do have the factory harness right here, as I've showed you guys before. So I'll show you again, but you can see there's the factory harness of the car. So we're gonna have a lot of fun putting that back in the car as soon as we get it back from Fab. There's obviously quite a bit of other parts here. So let's start off with kind of boring, but we got some new OEM ABCS lines for it, for the engine, and we got our new timing cover, because obviously you guys have seen on Hyper Blue, it decided to shoot that gear right through the cover. So we got a new gear or cover for it, and we have a set of new valve covers here. So what's going on is I'm trying to buy everything so that way I'm not taking too much away from the Hyper Blue car. So that way when it comes time to putting that car back together, I don't need to go buy a complete motor again. So as you can see, no, I didn't need 2 valve covers. I only needed 1, but I went ahead and bought 2. So that way when we do come back, we only have to buy 1 for Hyper Blue. So that kind of touches on that subject. This is going to be our OEM breather assembly. Some of you will recognize this. So I like running these because it's a really compact way on top of the motor. Yes, I could put AN fittings in it and run it that way, but I bought this just in case if I want to run this, or I might switch to AN fittings. We don't know yet. So I bought it just to have it. Worst case, it's nice to have a spare one of those anyways. Jumping over, our camshafts have come in, and these are, boom, when it focuses for you. Man, it's being horrible at focusing. There we go. So we have a GSE single ABCS S3 cam here, and some of you might that know at 08 plus STIs or know a lot about the engines know that those are dual ABCS cars. So I went with single ABCS because I am going to be deleting ABCS, so there's no reason to get the dual ABCS cams and have to drill and tap the bottom cams as well when I can get the single ABCS ones, and they don't have any of the oil ports in the bottom cam. So that's how I already have ran the car. It did have ABCS, but it didn't have exhaust ABCS. Some of you might have caught on to that when you saw that gear that had come off was a non-ABCS gear. So that's why I got the single ABCS gears here, or gears, wow, cams. Next to these, I got a set of Fiera valves. Now, normally I like to run GSE valves, matches with your cams obviously, but we've had a lot of heat issues with the GSE valves, so I'm going to make a switch and kind of test these Fiera valves. Obviously these are quite a bit more expensive. These are about at least double the cost, if not 3 times the cost of the GSE valves. So these are definitely way more expensive. Kind of cool how they package this up. For any of you that have not got a set of these, you can see they come in and they look like candy. Look at that. So each individual valve is wrapped, obviously. But we got those. These are 1 mil oversized valves for intake and exhaust. Just touching base on that. And moving over, we have some BC cam gears because, like I said, we're going to be deleting ABCS on this. God dang it, I don't know if I'm going to open this. Okay. So we're going to be deleting ABCS, and you guys have seen these on the channel before, but just to show you how pretty they are again, bam. So there's our BC cam gears. We are going to be putting those on the car. I have not had these on the race car ever. They've always been on gray, is what you guys saw the last time I used these on, and Travis's build. So I am going to be using these. The main reason why I want to go to this non-ABCS is because when we start using a bigger cam like the S3 here, and the power we're going to be doing, it can move that spring and that ABCS pulley and drift away. So I'm going to go ahead and lock timing, run no ABCS because we're not going to need it when we're in power anyways. So it's mainly going to be for street driving, spooling that big turbo up. That's things that would be nice to have ABCS, but when this car is literally a drag car that might get driven to a car meet here and there, it doesn't make sense, guys. So we're going to delete ABCS, make sure it's all locked up. Obviously we have an ATI dampener here. I don't need to pull this out, but I am making a switch to this dampener. I have a fluid dampener on the car. Not that the fluid dampener is not doing its job, but we have a new part on the way that needs to bolt to this ATI dampener. So you guys will see that. That part is probably gonna be about 2 weeks out from now. It's been about a week. They said 1 to 2 weeks. I'm gonna just say it's gonna be another 2 weeks before I get to see that. So I guess we have 2 big parts on the way still. And as you guys have seen in this video, Ranchbuilt has been making a ton of progress. I appreciate those guys. They literally take your vision and make it better than what you had originally planned or thought it to be. So big thank you to them for making all that progress. You guys saw that we took the wheels out there. That's them right there. Went ahead and brought them back. There's no reason just to sit on these out there. We can sit on the other ones for now. Keep these ones nice and clean. I have 2 more to put together. So these are really easy to put together. Just take some time to throw those tires onto these guys. So I think I'll show you guys a quick time lapse of that. I'm gonna go ahead, get those tires knocked out, put them on here. All you have to do is, well, first you need to see which rotation these need to go. So you can see they're rotational. So we'll have to make sure that those ones are a different rotation, and that's one side. And then these are the other side. Then from there, since this is a beadlock, and I'm learning here too, guys. This is my first beadlock I've ever had. So you can just consider me YouTube qualified now, because I went ahead and looked at some videos and that's how I was able to do it. So it is really straightforward. Obviously we have a bunch of these bolts that have to come out. These are 8mm 12-point bolts, ARP bolts. We would need to pull all these out, and then this top ring here comes off. Once the top ring's off, we go ahead and lube that inside of the tire, put it on, it literally just slides on, and then you bolt this ring on. It's literally that easy. So that is actually pretty cool. I don't know how easy it'd be to get them off. I would imagine it's gonna be just as easy as going in reverse, but I'll go ahead and throw that time lapse in of getting these things knocked out. There we have it, guys. We got those other 2 slicks mounted up. I do need to fill them with air, but we gotta go ship some parts out. Look what we got today. What's up, guy?
What's up?
So we have a very busy day. This is gonna wrap up this video. Just wanted to take time to show you guys how these things go together. It's pretty cool that you can do this yourself. So that is gonna wrap up this video for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I can see that we're very close to 20K subscribers, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. I think we'll end up hitting it by this next video. So thank you guys for all your support. We will have a merch drop coming soon for you guys. I've been working on that. Really been working on getting the new race car done so we could create some new merch for you guys. But again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch the channel. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the build. Now, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane.